You feel it, don't you? That voice that tells you to stop. That whisper that says, it's okay, you've done enough. That's weakness talking. And if you let it live long enough, it will take over your body, your mind, your future. Weakness is a disease. And the longer you let it stay, the more it destroys the warrior inside you. Weakness infects your potential like a slow poison. It convinces you to quit before the finish line, to seek comfort instead of conquest. But strength, real strength, isn't built in comfort. It's forged in fire, carved through pain, and tested in moments where everything inside you screams, I can't. Weakness is clever. It doesn't show up waving a red flag. It creeps in quietly, disguising itself as comfort, logic, or even self-care. It starts with tiny, harmless-seeming excuses. I'll rest today. I've worked hard enough. I'll start that goal next week when things calm down. I'm not ready yet. You tell yourself you're being reasonable, but what you're really doing is feeding the disease. Every time you listen to that voice, it grows stronger, and every time you act despite it, it grows weaker. Weakness isn't an external force. It's the internal permission you give yourself to stop pushing. And once you start giving that permission, it becomes a habit, a deadly one. You see, the difference between those who win and those who stay stuck isn't talent or luck. It's their relationship with excuses. The winners feel the same fear, the same fatigue, the same doubt, but they don't bow to it. They act anyway, because they know that comfort is the enemy of greatness. The person who constantly waits for the perfect time to act will die waiting. There's no perfect time. There's only now. Weakness thrives in hesitation. It multiplies in moments where you overthink instead of move. The cure is motion. Movement breaks the chains that excuses build around your willpower. When your mind starts whispering reasons why you can't, you must answer with reasons why you must. The moment you choose to act when you least feel like it, you are reprogramming your entire mindset. You're telling your body and mind who's in charge. Most people never realize this. Every decision either strengthens your character or weakens it. There's no middle ground. The small moments matter. The mornings you get up instead of snoozing. The workouts you finish when your muscles burn. The promises you keep when no one's watching. That's where strength is built, in the invisible battles of daily life. Weakness isn't defeated once, it's defeated daily. It regenerates every morning when the alarm rings and you feel that temptation to roll over. It comes back when you face a problem that feels too big or when progress feels too slow. The disease doesn't die easily. It waits for moments when you're vulnerable. That's why consistency is everything. Discipline is not about doing what you love. It's about doing what's necessary when you don't love it. The cure to weakness is ruthless consistency. The cure is getting up again and again, no matter how you feel. Understand this: weakness feeds on comfort. It grows in easy environments, soft routines, predictable lives. If your day doesn't challenge you, it's making you weaker. If your choices never scare you, they're making you smaller. The human body, the human spirit, they're meant to be tested. Without resistance, there's no strength. Without hardship, there's no growth. You must train your will like a muscle. Tear it, stress it, rebuild it stronger. Every time you push past comfort, you're creating antibodies against weakness. You cannot negotiate with weakness. You cannot reason with it. The moment you try to make peace with it, it owns you. You have to kill it with action. No hesitation, no compromise. When you act in spite of fear, you take back control, you reclaim your power. The world doesn't reward those who make excuses. It rewards those who conquer them. Weakness will always whisper. That's its nature. But it only wins if you listen. The stronger voice must come from you, the voice that says, I'm not done yet. Because the truth is simple. Every time you choose action over excuse, you're not just getting stronger. You're saving yourself from the disease that destroys potential. Weakness is a choice, and so is strength. Choose wisely. The strength begins long before the muscles grow or the results appear. It begins in the silence of your mind. Every battle you face is first fought and either won or lost in your thoughts. Weakness doesn't start in your body, it starts in your beliefs. It's the voice that convinces you that you're not enough, that it's okay to quit, that you'll fail anyway, so why try? That's where most people lose. They don't fail because they're incapable. They fail because they surrender mentally before they ever take the first step. The war for strength is a psychological one. The body can endure almost anything, but the mind must be trained to command it. Your thoughts are the architects of your reality. If your mind is filled with doubt, your actions will reflect it. If you feed your mind fear, hesitation, and negativity, you'll never have the courage to act boldly. Weakness thrives in a mind that entertains defeat. That's why training your mind isn't optional. It's survival. You must protect your thoughts like a fortress. Every day, your mind is under attack from distractions, self-doubt, and the comfort of mediocrity. The only way to stay strong is to discipline your thinking as fiercely as you discipline your body. You can't control every circumstance, but you can control the meaning you attach to it. You can decide to see failure as a teacher instead of a tombstone. When your mind becomes your ally, everything changes. You stop running from challenges and start chasing them. You stop seeing obstacles as punishment and start seeing them as tests designed to sharpen you. Weakness loses its grip when you shift your mindset from why me to try me. This shift doesn't happen overnight. It takes daily mental conditioning, reading, reflecting, meditating, and reminding yourself of who you are and what you stand for. The mind must be trained to choose growth over comfort, purpose over pleasure, and perseverance over pain. The truth is, your body will always follow the commands of your mind. When your mind says, I can't, your body shuts down. When your mind says, I will, your body finds a way. That's why strong people aren't just physically powerful, they're mentally unbreakable. They've trained their thoughts to support their mission, not sabotage it. They've learned to silence the inner critic and replace it with a warrior's voice that says, keep going. You can have all the talent, skill, and opportunity in the world, but if your mindset is weak, you'll crumble the moment things get tough. Start by becoming aware of your internal dialogue. Catch yourself when you speak weakness into existence. Every I can't must be replaced with I will find a way. Every I'm not ready must be turned into I'll learn as I go. The mind believes whatever you feed it consistently. If you tell yourself you're weak, you'll act weak. If you tell yourself you're powerful, you'll start living like it. You become what you think, and that truth can either destroy you or transform you. Mental training is the foundation of every victory. Before the body lifts, the mind decides to lift. Before the feet move, the mind commands them to move. That's why warriors, athletes, and leaders all train their mindset before they face their battles. They don't wait for confidence, they create it through preparation, repetition, and belief. Weakness loses its power when your mind refuses to quit, because a strong mind can carry a tired body, but a weak mind will collapse even when the body has more to give. Every time you doubt yourself, remember this: strength isn't about what you can lift, it's about what you can endure mentally without breaking. The world will test your limits, people will doubt your potential, and life will throw storms your way. But if your mind is anchored in resilience, you won't be moved. That's the power of mental training. Once your mind is unshakable, there's no room for weakness to grow. It dies the moment you decide to control your thoughts instead of letting your thoughts control you. Discomfort is the birthplace of growth. It's the training ground where weakness dies and strength is born. Every moment of struggle, every ounce of pain, every situation that makes you want to quit, those are the exact places where transformation happens. Weakness can't survive in discomfort because discomfort exposes the truth. It shows you who you really are when life stops being easy. Most people spend their entire lives running from pain, avoiding challenges, and staying safe. They chase comfort like it's happiness, but all it does is trap them in mediocrity. The truth is harsh but simple. If you only move when it's easy, you'll never move far. Discomfort teaches you more than success ever will. It reveals your limits and then dares you to go beyond them. It strips away the illusion that life should be smooth and replaces it with a reality that's raw, real, and demanding. When you face pain, whether physical, emotional, or mental, you're being given a choice: grow stronger or stay small. The ones who rise don't avoid discomfort, they embrace it. They understand that every moment of suffering is a lesson, every setback a form of preparation, and every difficulty a tool sharpening their willpower. Weakness despises discomfort because discomfort demands effort, endurance, and courage, but that's exactly why it's necessary. The body doesn't grow without tension. Muscles tear before they rebuild stronger. The same goes for your spirit. You must be stretched, tested, and challenged before your strength is proven. The process isn't supposed to feel good, it's supposed to forge you. Every time you push through the burn, you're telling your mind, I control this. I decide how far I go. That's how confidence is built, from surviving what once broke you. Pain is not your enemy, it's your greatest teacher. Every obstacle carries a message, every hardship hides a lesson. When you learn to listen to what pain is trying to teach, it becomes your ally. It teaches patience, humility, focus, and persistence. The people who endure discomfort with purpose are the ones who develop unshakable strength. They don't just survive hard times, they evolve through them. Weakness may scream louder, but strength listens deeper. It sees beyond the struggle and understands that pain is temporary, but what you gain from it can last a lifetime. Think about every great moment in your life. Every achievement, every victory, every breakthrough, it all came after struggle. Nothing worthwhile ever comes easy. You can't build resilience sitting in comfort. You can't learn discipline without resistance. The moments that feel unbearable are the moments that define you. When your body aches, your heart feels heavy, or your mind starts to doubt, you're standing right at the door of transformation. That's when you must keep going, because the discomfort you feel today is the strength you'll carry tomorrow. The truth is, most people quit right before they level up. They escape the pressure just when they're about to change. They misinterpret pain as a sign to stop, when in reality it's a signal that they're growing. You must rewire your relationship with discomfort. When things get hard, don't run, lean in. Tell yourself, this pain means I'm evolving. The fire that feels like it's burning you is actually forging you. The weakness doesn't die through comfort, it dies through confrontation. When you willingly put yourself in hard situations, when you train harder, wake earlier, push further, you're not just building endurance, you're proving to yourself that you can survive what once scared you. You stop seeing challenges as threats and start seeing them as opportunities. Every storm becomes a test of your will. Every setback becomes a step forward. That's the mindset of a warrior, someone who knows that discomfort is not punishment, but preparation. So stop running from hard things. Stop craving an easy life. Easy lives create weak minds. Hard lives create strong ones. Let discomfort become your compass. It points you toward growth. Let pain remind you that you're alive, that you're fighting, that you're becoming more. Because the moment you stop avoiding discomfort and start embracing it, you stop being a victim of weakness and start becoming the master of your own strength. Who you surround yourself with determines who you become. It's a truth most people ignore because it forces them to confront something uncomfortable. The fact that weakness spreads through people just like strength does. Spend too long around those who quit easily, complain often, and fear change, and you'll start to think the same way. Their energy infects your mindset. Their excuses echo in your thoughts, and before you realize it, your fire begins to fade. The environment you choose is either fuel for your strength or food for your weakness. You can't expect to rise if you're surrounded by those content with staying on the ground. Strong people know this. They guard their circle like their life depends on it, because it does. The company you keep shapes your identity. If you walk with the weak, you'll inherit their doubts. But if you walk with the strong, you'll inherit their drive. The people around you are either sharpening you like iron or dulling your edge with complacency. Look at your circle and ask yourself, do they push me to level up, or do they make me comfortable where I am? The answer to that question will tell you how far you're going to go. The truth is, not everyone deserves access to your energy. Some people drain it, others ignite it. Weakness loves company. It gathers in groups of people who talk big but act small, who dream loudly but never move. They'll mock your discipline because it exposes their lack of it. They'll call you obsessed because they're comfortable being ordinary. But you must be willing to outgrow people who don't want to grow with you, not out of arrogance, but out of self-respect. You can't heal in the same environment that made you sick. If you want to kill weakness, you must lead the places and people that feed it. Seek out those who make you uncomfortable in the best way. The ones who challenge your excuses, who don't let you settle, who expect more from you even when you're tired. The people who will look you in the eye and say, "You're better than this. Keep going." Those are the ones who forge strength in you. Being around strong minds forces you to elevate your standards. You stop making excuses because they don't accept them. You stop doubting yourself because they remind you who you are. The right environment doesn't make the path easier, it makes you stronger for walking it. The strongest people you'll ever meet aren't just fighters in their own battles. They pull others up with them. They know that strength multiplies when shared. Iron sharpens iron. And if you want to become unbreakable, you must surround yourself with those who refuse to break. That's why community matters. Growth is not a solo act, it's a collective force. You need people who challenge your mindset, push your limits, and hold you accountable when you slip. Strength thrives in accountability, weakness dies in isolation. Be careful though. Strength doesn't mean loudness or bravado. True strength often moves quietly. It's found in those who lead by example, not by words. Those who show up consistently, who live with discipline and humility. When you're around people like that, their energy changes you, their consistency inspires you, their resilience becomes contagious. You start thinking bigger, working harder, living sharper. You start realizing that the bar you thought was high can go higher still. You owe it to yourself to choose your circle wisely. Protect your focus like it's sacred, because it is. The people who truly want to see you win won't let you stay weak. They'll push you when it hurts, challenge you when you're slipping, and celebrate your victories as their own. That's the kind of energy you need if you want to rise above mediocrity. At the end of the day, no one becomes strong alone. Every warrior has a tribe, a group that reinforces strength, courage, and discipline. Find yours, build yours, and if you don't have one yet, walk alone until you attract the right ones. Because it's better to walk alone in strength than to sit in circles that keep you weak. Weakness is contagious, but so is power. Choose power. Choose people who remind you of your potential, not your limits. The company you keep will either build your backbone or break it. So surround yourself with strength and watch your life transform. Discipline is the line that separates those who dream from those who achieve. It's the difference between wishing for change and commanding it into existence. Weakness has no chance against discipline, because discipline doesn't depend on emotion, it depends on commitment. Feelings are temporary, but discipline is eternal. When you make discipline your weapon, you stop negotiating with your goals. You stop waiting for motivation to show up. You stop giving your weakness room to speak. You simply do what must be done, no matter what. Most people lose because they rely on motivation, and motivation is fragile. It's a spark that burns bright for a moment and then dies the second things get uncomfortable. Discipline, on the other hand, is the steady flame that keeps burning even in the storm. It's what gets you out of bed when every part of you wants to stay down. It's what drives you to keep going when your body is tired, when your mind is screaming for rest, and when success feels miles away. Discipline is what separates the hungry from the hopeless. Weakness hates discipline because discipline doesn't care how you feel. It doesn't give you the luxury of excuses. It demands consistency, not comfort. The weak crumble under pressure because they only act when they feel like it. The strong act regardless. They show up every day, even when it's boring, hard, or painful. They understand that greatness isn't built in sudden bursts. It's built through relentless repetition. Discipline is the grind behind the glory. It's the quiet hours when no one's watching, the effort no one celebrates, the sacrifices no one applauds. That's where the real transformation happens. Every act of discipline is a declaration of war against weakness. Every time you show up when it's easier not to, you're rewiring your identity. You're proving to yourself that you're stronger than your impulses. Discipline teaches you mastery over yourself, the most powerful form of control there is. Because the person who can command their mind and body to act on command without waiting for permission from emotion is unstoppable. They don't need ideal conditions because they create progress through sheer will. Discipline isn't punishment, it's freedom. Most people misunderstand that. They think discipline traps you, limits you, takes away your joy. In truth, it's what liberates you from chaos, procrastination, and regret. Discipline gives you structure, direction, and power over your time and energy. Weakness thrives on chaos. It feeds on the undisciplined mind that drifts without purpose. But when you build structure, when you follow through on your word, when you do what's right instead of what's easy, you take away weakness's power to control you. Think of discipline as armor. It protects you from the attacks of laziness, distraction, and temptation. Life will always test you through pain, failure, exhaustion, or doubt. But if you've trained yourself to act despite all that, you become bulletproof. Every repetition, every routine, every habit you enforce becomes another layer of armor around your character. Weakness can't touch you when your habits are stronger than your emotions. And discipline doesn't only build results, it builds respect for yourself. Because when you keep your own promises, you start to believe in your strength. You trust yourself to handle whatever comes your way. That self-trust is what weak people lack. They give up because deep down, they know they've broken too many promises to themselves. Discipline repairs that bond. It rebuilds integrity. It reminds you that your word means something, not just to others, but to yourself. So build your life around discipline. Train your body even when you're tired. Work on your goals even when no one notices. Speak truth even when it costs you comfort. Show up every single day like your future depends on it, because it does. Weakness will always whisper, "Take it easy," but discipline will shout back, "Not today." And if you listen to that voice long enough, it becomes who you are. You don't need to be the smartest, fastest, or strongest. You just need to be consistent. Discipline makes ordinary people extraordinary. It turns potential into performance. It turns vision into victory, because when the weak are resting, the disciplined are rising. When the weak make excuses, the disciplined make progress. And that's the ultimate truth. Weakness dies where discipline lives. Weakness doesn't die overnight. It's a daily hunt. It hides in your thoughts, your habits, your comfort zones, waiting for the right moment to return. If you want to live strong, you have to kill weakness every single day. You have to starve it, deny it, and refuse to give it a single breath of power. The fight never ends because weakness never truly disappears. It only retreats when strength stands guard. That's why your mindset must become a battlefield, and every morning you wake up, you must decide which side you're fighting for. Weakness will whisper to you in 100 different ways. It'll disguise itself as rest, logic, humility, even kindness. It'll tell you you deserve a break when you haven't earned one. It'll tell you take it easy when you should be giving more. It'll tell you you've done enough when you're just getting started. It'll come disguised as comfort, trying to lull you back into a quiet life of mediocrity. But make no mistake, weakness doesn't want your peace. It wants your potential. It doesn't want you content, it wants you controlled. That's why you must never make peace with it. You must treat weakness like a predator that never stops stalking you. Because the moment you stop fighting, it wins. The cure is awareness and aggression. You have to be brutally honest with yourself. When you catch yourself slipping, don't excuse it, correct it. When you skip the work, when you avoid the hard thing, when you lower your standard even once, call yourself out. The strong don't justify weakness, they confront it. They know that self-pity and denial are the breeding grounds of failure. Every time you let weakness live unchallenged, it grows roots. Every time you crush it with discipline, courage, and purpose, it dies a little more. This is the constant work of becoming who you're meant to be. Killing weakness isn't about hating yourself. It's about refusing to betray your potential. You weren't created to live half alive, half strong, half driven. You were born to rise, to endure, to lead. But strength must be chosen daily. It's not a gift, it's a responsibility. Every time you push through fatigue, say no to temptation, or do the thing you dread, you're choosing strength over weakness. You're training your mind to obey your mission, not your mood. The war against weakness is won through repetition. Day after day, year after year, the small victories compound. The early mornings you didn't skip, the workouts you didn't avoid, the goals you chased even when no one believed in you. Each one builds armor around your soul. You start becoming bulletproof, not because life gets easier, but because you've stopped expecting it to. You've accepted that struggle is the tax of greatness, and you're willing to pay it in full. And the most powerful truth, weakness can't survive in a person who lives with purpose. When you have a clear mission, a vision that pulls you forward, weakness has no room to breathe. Purpose gives you direction. It gives pain meaning. It transforms hardship into fuel. When you live for something bigger than comfort, you stop bowing to fear, fatigue, and doubt. You stop chasing approval and start chasing mastery. Weakness thrives in aimless lives. It dies in disciplined, purpose-driven ones. Every day you wake up, you have two choices: feed your strength or feed your weakness. There's no middle ground. The food you give your mind, the actions you take, the words you speak, they all feed one of those two wolves inside you. One makes you unstoppable, the other keeps you ordinary. You must choose again and again, until choosing strength becomes your nature. Because once you make that shift, once you stop feeding weakness, everything changes. You become sharper, louder, unbreakable. You stop seeking comfort because you understand comfort kills character. You stop fearing struggle because you know struggle is sacred. It's where strength is born. And you stop apologizing for being strong because you finally realize this: the world doesn't need more comfort seekers. It needs more warriors. It needs people who choose courage when others choose fear, who choose effort when others choose ease, who choose to rise when others choose to rest. So don't let weakness take one more day from you. Hunt it, starve it, crush it under your consistency. Let it know that every time it tries to come back, it will find you stronger than before. This is your mission: to rise every day and choose strength again and again until weakness no longer recognizes you. Because the truth is simple: the disease only survives if you feed it. Kill it fast and watch how your life transforms into the life of a warrior, fearless, disciplined, and free.